watching ABC 7 News at 11 on your side.
A 7 on your side consumer alert tonight for anyone who has breast implants or is considering getting them.
Consumer investigator Kimberly Suiters says there is a growing concern of a certain kind of implant that might be linked to cancer.
The disease is called breast implant-associated anaplastic large cell lymphoma. That's a mouthful. They call it ALCL for short. It is very rare and it can be deadly. When the FDA first published information about the cancer back in 2011, there were only 60 reported cases worldwide. Today, out of millions of women with breast implants, the FDA is aware of 258 confirmed ALCL cases, 192 unconfirmed cases, and at least 12 deaths. But as 7 on your side found out, the warnings are not making it to women who might be at risk. Breast cancer survivor Raylene Hallra claims she was never warned that the textured implants she chose for reconstructive surgery in 2008 could give her cancer a second time.
I was doing everything to keep cancer away, yet I put a device in my body that caused cancer.
In 2011, the FDA had identified an association between breast implants and lymphoma. In response, the American Society of Plastic Surgeons developed a database to track ALCL cases. And implant manufacturers included the FDA safety communication warning in the packaging for their products. But in 2013, when her right breast, much like this image, tripled in size in a matter of days, Hallra became the 25th documented case in the U.S. She had never heard of ALCL.
It makes me mad. I have lost my chest, but I have not lost my voice.
Hallra created a foundation that calls for mandatory warnings for women who already have the implants and those who will get them.
This has created a certain amount of anxiety and concern among the medical community.
Dr. Clemens is one of the world's experts on BIA-ALCL. His research and others show 3/4 of surgeons are not discussing it with patients.
Well, we'd like to see more patients receive information on this.
Madris Tomes, a former FDA analyst, looks for patterns of problems in medical devices, but spotty reporting makes pinning down exact numbers for ALCL tricky.
The cause was patient device incompatibility. The findings indicate ALCL diagnosis, but that didn't show up as a death because they didn't check the death box.
In the U.S., the lifetime risk of developing ALCL is low, according to Dr. Clemens. At worst, 1 in 30,000. But in Australia, it's 1 in 1,000. Surgeons say they want to inform, not frighten.
Do you have concerns about the textured breast implants and ALCL?
As of today, no. It's still an extremely rare situation. You don't want to yell fire in a theater when there's really no fire.
Dr. Song explains textured breast implants, whether silicone or saline, are appealing to patients who want a more natural teardrop shape. Their rougher surface keeps them in place.
Is there some belief that, the rubbing creates this lymphoma?
Well, Kimberly, we don't know what creates this lymphoma.
We're getting closer to the truth. In 2016, the FDA acknowledged a 4-fold increase in reports in 5 years. For the first time, the World Health Organization recognized ALCL as a new lymphoma. The National Comprehensive Cancer Network developed the first international standard for its diagnosis. And a French agency warned there exists a, quote, clearly established link between implants and cancer. For these reasons, one of the country's leading advocates of breast implants rarely uses textured implants.
Although it's rare, it's a risk that people need to know they're taking, and it has to be worth it.
Raylene Hallra would have liked to have known.
People all the time saying, well, you chose the implant. I didn't choose cancer, neither time. But I can guarantee you that if I had a choice and I knew that the implant that I was about to put in my body could give me cancer, that's a choice.
Kimberly Suiters, ABC 7 News.
Now, 7 on your side reached out to the implant manufacturer Allergan. It declined an interview, but sent a statement that reads, in part, patient safety is always Allergan's first priority. Allergan is actively working to help advance the knowledge of this disease, understand the association of ALCL and textured implants, and educate the community. You can find the full statement on our website, WJLA.com.
All right, after